time and just drink until I drop.
Where do you live? Come on, talk to me. You live in a house, very smart. Whereabouts?
It's anything but pretty. Teenage girls getting blind drunk just for kicks. Often they don't remember much the day after, but it can easily become the habit of a lifetime.
We drink anything cheap, nasty, anything we get our hands on, basically.
I normally start at night time and just drink until I drop.
A group of girls from 12 to 21 years old, and they all have one thing in common, a drinking problem. But they're not unusual. National figures on teenage drinking show that 2 out of every 5 girls aged 15 are heavy drinkers. In other words, they have at least 5 drinks at any one sitting.
My friend said this to me, and I think it was a really good comment. You're here for a good time, not a long time.
I could drink 4 litres of wine by myself, yeah. Because we'd go, start at lunchtime right through to the night. And then, I don't know, I used to hit a point where you could just keep going and going and going.
I was having a couple of problems at school, so I decided to drink. But obviously that doesn't solve anything, so I just like the taste after that.
Erin's story is frightening. She's just 12 years old.
Have you ever been drunk?
Yeah, just a couple of times. I didn't mean it though,
Younger women are drinking at a younger age and they're drinking more.
Margaret Clark counsels young people on alcohol abuse.
You've got to remember that these girls aren't mature. Some of them are only 13, 14 when they start drinking.
How old were you when you started drinking?
Oh, probably about 11. I wasn't that young.
It was ace to go to school on Monday morning and say, "Ah, you were so drunk on the weekend and you did this and, you did that." You used to have the biggest laugh about people. It was funny.
But teenagers paralytic night after night is no laughing matter. For girls, it can be downright dangerous.
What are the health effects of binge drinking on young females?
Well, there's a long list of effects. The liver, possibly breast cancer. There's also the problem of unsafe sex, unplanned sex, STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, possibly even HIV.
Can you see that as being a problem with a lot of young girls who drink?
Yeah, because they don't drink as much and they don't know what they're doing. They're out of control. They can be taken advantage of very easily by older men.
Most kids raid their parents' liquor cabinet, but alcohol abuse among teenage girls is out of control. The question is, why?
Maybe it's a sign of the times, maybe it's more readily available, maybe if you ask them, they say, well, everyone else is doing it, which is what they say. They say they like to drink, it makes them feel good.
It was something that, I don't know, appealed to me, seemed exciting at the time. I was around a lot of grown-ups that drank. They seemed to have a wonderful time doing it, so I thought, why the hell shouldn't I as well?
I've never really had confidence in anything I do, and it gave me confidence, and so I still drink for a little bit of confidence.
The fact is, most kids get their first drink from their parents, a sip at a party, a beer from Dad. But what happens when Mum and Dad aren't around?
It's often hard to know where a 15, 16-year-old person is. You can't follow them around all the time. So I think it's a society problem rather than a parent problem.
My parents don't drink much, so I didn't get to drink much with my parents, but I've got a lot of older friends that drank a fair bit, and I just used to get stuff off them sometimes.
It may sound like a lost cause, but there are ways of telling when your kids are hitting the bottle.
They'd be probably starting to be erratic or secretive, or they'd definitely be acting unhappy, staying away a lot from the home, or, they wouldn't be in the home, or if they are, they'd be up in their room quietly, just doing their own thing. Perhaps money disappearing, perhaps not eating as much, and definitely not as cheerful and happy and more secretive.
How do you think this problem can be realistically addressed?
We need to educate them more about alcohol issues and talk about responsible drinking. And I think we need to give parents more information about responsible drinking.
I've always been around people that do drink a lot, so I thought that I was just like them and that I could handle it and I could drink a lot. But now I realise that, you know, we are all different and I don't handle it very well at all.
Naomi Robson there from Melbourne. After the break, drivers.
The Subaru Liberty Run.